This lesson is on solving the applications of systems of equations. So we're going to be solving word problems using systems of equations. So first thing we want to do is translate the sentences into two variable equations. Then we're going to solve the system using the method of our choice. First example, it says Natalie School is selling tickets to a fall musical. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 5 adult tickets and 8 student tickets for a total of $119. School took in $41 on the second day by selling 5 adult tickets and 2 student tickets. What is the price of each of one adult tickets and 1 student ticket? So first thing we're going to want to do is define our variables. We're going to let X be the adult tickets and Y be the student tickets. So using that second sentence in the passage, we would have 5 times X, the adult tickets, plus 8 times Y, the student tickets, equals 119. And then the next sentence, 5 times X, the adult tickets, plus 2 times Y, the student tickets, equals 41. And I'm just going to use elimination. I'm going to multiply the top equation by -1. That'll give me the same constant, the same coefficient in front of the x's, 1 positive, 1 negative. Add them up. Get -6y equals -78. Divide by -6, and we get y equals 13. Plug that into either equation. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into the top equation. 8 times 13 is 104. And I'm going to subtract 104 from both sides, and then divide by 5, and I get x equals 3. So X was the number of adult tickets, so there are 3 adult tickets. Y is the number of student tickets, so there are 13 student tickets. Next, Brenda and Daryl each improved their yards by planting rose bushes and geraniums. They bought their supplies from the same store. Brenda spent $92 on 6 rose bushes and 4 geraniums. Daryl spent $82 on 5 rose bushes and 4 geraniums. What's the cost of 1 rose bush and the cost of 1 geranium? So define your variables. I'm going to let X be the cost of a rose and Y be the cost of geraniums. Using that third sentence, we should have 6 times the cost of a rose, X, plus 4 times the cost of a geranium, Y, equals 92. And then the next sentence, 5 times the cost of a rose, X, plus 4 times the cost of a geranium, Y, equals 82. And it would be easiest to eliminate the Y's because all we have to do is multiply one of the equations by -1. When we do that and then add up the equations, we get -x equals -10, so positive x equals +10. Plug that value of x into either equation. I went ahead and plugged it into the top equation. 6 times 10 is 60. Subtract 60 from both sides. You get 4y equals 32. Divide by 4. Y equals 8. So X represents the cost of a rose. So the cost of a rose is $10. Cost of geranium is $8. I'm sorry. X. So it's $10 for the roses, $8 for the geraniums. Alright, the difference of two numbers is 4, their sum is 12. What are the numbers? So X is going to be the first number, Y will be the second number in the 2-digit number. So the difference in the two numbers is 4, so X minus Y equals 4. The first number minus the second number is 4. And then X plus Y equals 12. It says their sum is 12, so X plus Y is 12. Add them up, and we get, divide by 2, we get X equals 8. And then plug that value into either equation. I chose the first equation, 8 minus Y equals 4, so Y equals +4. So the first number is 8. The second number is 4. Alright, now we have a plane. It says a plane traveled 864 miles to Toronto and back. The trip there was with the wind. It took 6 hours. The trip was into the wind. The trip back took 8 hours. What is the speed of the plane in still air? What's the speed of the wind? So we're going to let X be the plane's speed and Y be the speed of the wind. And we have to use the distance formula, which is rate times time equals distance. Rate times time equals distance. The rate there is the plane speed plus the speed of the wind, since they're going with the wind. And that trip took 6 hours. On the way back, they're going against the wind. So it's the plane speed minus the wind, and that's going to take a longer time. Since you're going into the wind, it's going to take 8 hours. 6 times x plus y is 6 times x plus y. 8 times x minus y, 8 times x minus y. And both of those add up to 864. So when we distribute the 6 and the 8, and half of 864 is 432. So each half of the trip, the distance from the origin, the place that they're starting from, to Toronto is going to be 432 miles. So we can eliminate the, well, what I did was I divided the first equation by 6 to get x plus y equals 72, and then divide the second equation by 8 to get x minus y equals 54. Now I can easily eliminate the y's by just adding the two equations. It's going to give me 2x equals 126. And so x equals 63. Plug that value of x into either equation, either the x plus y equals 72 or the x minus y equals 54. I chose the first equation, so y equals 9. So the plane speed is going to be 63 miles per hour, and the wind speed is 9 miles per hour.